Merry Christmas! This is another Christmas video, but Merry Christmas! And today I'm going to show you how to make gingerbread waffles. I just realized we've never done classic waffles. We will do that at some point, but gingerbread waffles because Christmas. So this is a really straightforward recipe. It's delicious and it takes less time than the traditional like Belgian League waffles. So we don't actually use a yeast, we're using baking powder and bicarb soda to help bubble it up. So it's not gonna be a traditional waffle, but it's a quick, delicious one you can make on Christmas morning, or lunch, or dinner, or any day of the year. These are the ingredients you're gonna need. 2 cups of plain flour, 1/3 cup brown sugar, 1 teaspoon of fresh lemon zest. Alright, here's a few different spices for you. 2 teaspoons of bicarb soda, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 2 teaspoons ground cinnamon, 2 teaspoons ground ginger, a pinch of ground cloves, and half a teaspoon of ground nutmeg, 1/3 cup of molasses, or what we call in Australia treacle. If you don't have either of those, you can use golden syrup, just a very nice, thick, dark syrup. Now I've separated 4 egg yolks and 4 egg whites. We're going to fluff these up. This is going to help our waffles get nice and frothy and delicious. These are also room temperature. 1/3 cup of vegetable oil or any flavorless oil. You can use half a cup if you find your mixtures too dry. About 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Again, you can add more or less depending on what you want. And 2 cups of buttermilk. Now buttermilk is a really nice thick milk. You can use regular milk, but the results may vary. I've never made it without buttermilk. Let's get started because Christmas is here. Okay, so what we're going to do first is make our dry mixture. So we're going to take our plain flour, all of our spices, and whisk them together. Or you can sieve them together. I like to whisk because one less utensil to clean and it's less messy. Oh my god, it smells so good.
It does. It smells like Christmas.
Now we're whisking the egg whites until they reach stiff peaks. This should take about 4 to 5 minutes. Now we're going to add the rest of our ingredients into a separate bowl. This is going to be our wet mixture. So put the egg yolks, brown sugar, molasses, lemon zest, oil, buttermilk and vanilla in the bowl and combine with the same electric beater that you used for the egg whites. Oh, just look at that color change. That is beauty right there. That just looks like a gingerbread man, don't you think? Now that we've got all 3 of our mixtures, we've got our beautiful wet mixture, our dry spiced mixture, and our stiff peak egg whites. We're going to put our dry mixture into our bowl, then slowly beat in our wet mixture into our dry mixture. Then we're going to take a spatula and just gently fold in our egg whites until it's all incorporated and delicious. And then we're going to cook it. I'm so excited. Now what you want to do is to make a well in the center for your wet ingredients. You don't have to do this, but it's just a bit easier to incorporate into your mixture. When you get your waffle maker, each waffle maker is going to be different, so follow the instructions. Mine says to fill it completely, just not overflowing, which I find very confusing. This is a new one I just bought, so we're going to have a bit of fun today. Mine's also non-stick, but you may need to use some non-stick spray or butter or oil to wipe it down. And mine says it'll take approximately 4 to 5 minutes to cook. As you can see, we've overdone a little bit there, but you know what? The first one's always the practice one. This is life, guys. You know what? I'm gonna have these ones because they look delicious regardless. But as you can see, I've probably overfilled mine just slightly, maybe a bit more than slightly. So we're not gonna do that again. What I'm just going to do is grab my waffle and put them on a wire cooling rack. This just helps air go both sides so that it doesn't go soggy. Now, a little tip, if you did want to make these ahead of time and either freeze them or warm them up in the toaster, because let's be honest, who doesn't love a toaster waffle? Just cook them slightly less so they're a bit more pale, so that when you put them in the toaster, they come out nice and golden brown and crispy and delicious in the middle. My gingerbread waffles, they smell amazing. Just make sure you know how your waffle maker works, because mine was a new one and we had a couple issues with the first couple, but you know what? They came out well. Now this can make, depending on how big your waffle iron is, I got about maybe 18 waffles out of mine. It's actually quite a lot of dough or mixture. But yeah, I just want to eat these because they smell so good. I love waffles.
I love waffles too.
And let's be honest, it needs some maple syrup. Oh my gosh, just get it in ya.
I'm excited.
You know what, I can't even use it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Nah.
Let's just dive in.
I'm so excited. If that doesn't taste like Christmas.
Oh, it does taste like Christmas.
I mean, if you don't like gingerbread,
Get
fair.
out. You're like, fair, I'm like, get out.
I love it to bits. And these waffles are just everything you could want.
They are.
And one thing I just love doing is I make them ahead of time. You can put them in the freezer and then just put them in the toaster and they come out even crispier and nicer. I find when they come out of a waffle maker, they still are a bit soft. You can even just put them in the toaster for like a minute before eating them.
So nice.
Oh,
I love it with the
so
syrup
fluffy.
as well. Oh my goodness.
It's just so fluffy.
So fluffy.
Just make it.
Merry Christmas! Wow.
Hey guys, thanks for watching this video.
Like and subscribe if you want to see more.
And leave a comment in the section below so that we can make something you've always wanted to eat. Because I love it.
Bye!
Preferably anime or something TV related or something like that, or something awesome game related.